Hello? Uh-oh. Hello?
I hear you.
Fran? Fran?
I don't see it's not my friend's name. So friend may be also having voice issues right now.
Okay, let me see what I can do right now.
Friend,
He's not, he's offline. Okay, we're just waiting for Fran and then we'll start.
And each set is to be about how long?
10 minutes.
Okay.
I will explain the protocol or how the whole thing works when I do my introduction.
Great, thank you.
Well, I think Fran is having a problem, so I will do this just briefly. If you are not speaking, make sure that your mic is off. You'll see next to me a gold bowl. That's if you feel so inclined to make donations for our sim and our programming here. If you would like to tip any of the musicians, artists, or poets, you can do it directly through their avatars. On the other side of the stage, you'll see a reddish mushroom. If you would like to have information about the programs we do, and a paper that describes some of my work and so on, please click on the mushroom and you can get that in your inventory. Fran will be videoing this today once he's up and running. I'm not sure whether he's back yet. If you don't want to appear in the video, we're going to cut the names out anyway. You can just let him know. And this video, Val will tell you something about how this video is going to be used. Cass, is there anything else I've left out?
people can turn on their voice but turn off their mic. Can everybody hear me? I'll also type it.
Pennies from heaven. Thank you, whoever is dropping coins. All right. So, Val, I think I'll turn it over to you, and then you can turn it back to me. And,
Sure.
Cats, please be in touch with Fran and tell him that we did the logistics, and he can video anytime.
Okay, I'll go ahead and begin. If you can hear me, would you type a Y? I know there's a lot of people with voice issues, but we'll just do a type a Y and see if some people can. Great, some people are able to hear me, and we'll go ahead and begin. We've had a little bit of voice trouble today. I'm very sorry about that, but that's the nature of virtual worlds. Welcome, everyone. I am very excited to introduce this jointly sponsored collaborative event. I'm the current director of the Community Virtual Library right here in Second Life, or known as CVL. And CVL is collaborating today with ISTE, the International Society for Technology and Innovation, to demonstrate using virtual worlds for education across distance. through this experiences that actually cannot be done in the physical world. And this will be live improv in real time. The Association of College and Research Libraries Virtual World Interest Group is meeting with us today. That's part of the American Library Association. So this is a joint cross-community event. The Community Virtual Library is striving to work across groups to build learning communities. And if you're not familiar with CVL, you can IM me later for a note card, or you can visit the site. So the Community Virtual Library and ISTE are, as I said, are collaborating today to present this event for National Poetry Month, which is April. We have art, music, and poetry created through inspiration right in front of you, the audience. Fran is going to be filming the machinima today, so please let us know if you do not wish to be part of that video. The purpose of that, the machinima, will be shown at the ISTE annual conference, which will be held in Chicago this June. Cat's Eye is going to introduce our musicians, our artists, and our poets as we move along. Marley Milena is going to facilitate this session, and she will explain how this works in our 10-minute segments. So please be sure to turn off your mics and limit your chat in the chat until Marley asks the audience to participate. I want to welcome everyone on behalf of CVL and ISTE and ACRL. Enjoy. Marley, back to you.
Hi, and I want to welcome everyone on behalf of the Octagon for Creative Exploration, where we do all kinds of creativity programs. I'm Marley Molina, and my name out there is Neela Miller, and I've been in Second Life for 10 years, and my background is a combination of many arts, education, humanistic psychology, and organization development. And when I discovered Second Life, I realized I could bring my whole skill set in here and find new ways of applying what I could do. I'm mostly known for an approach called symbolic modeling, which you can find out more about from the material in the mushroom. This event is part of an ongoing series of events devoted to creative expression in Second Life. The idea behind it is to encourage musicians, artists, and in this case, poets, the role which is usually filled by the audience and will be later, to pay attention to each other's channels of expression and improvise in their own creative language. Today, we'll have 3 segments. The first 2 segments will have 2 10-minute rounds. The way it works is that the musician starts off, the artist listens and starts to respond with a creative build after about a minute, and the poet listens and watches and then comes in with a verbal improvisation after about a minute, which will be in chat. While that's going on, the audience will write down their own phrases and responses at home. And when I cue you, you can start adding your poetry the last several minutes. Then we'll reverse the order for the second round, with the artist starting off and the musicians needing to watch what's happening for their inspiration, and then the poet coming in. This will repeat in the second segment with a different musician, artist, and poet. And I will announce it at the time, and Katz will give you information about who's performing. So in this first segment, we introduce musician Jed Luckless and artist Sapphire Viking, who will be joined by poet Jolie Carter. And Cat's Eye, you can say something now about them. I'm not hearing you, Katz.
I'm putting in chat. I'm putting
okay.
in chat.
Okay.
And your stream is in, Jed.
Is this the Ophelia Gaia streams that we should allow?
Yes.
Okay. Allow now. Okay. So Katz is going to put in information about the first 3 people who are performing.
Allow me. Thank you so much for having me here today.
Katz, I'm not seeing the information in the local chat. Oh, there it is. Okay. So Jed Luckless streams from New York City with a wonderful personal improvisational style that's earned him the nickname Jammin' Jed. This grandson of the Grateful Dead is paired with artist Sapphire Viking, an SL artist with her own gallery, and has always explored her art in quiet privacy, but likes challenges and accepted the challenge to stretch herself and her art at an earlier Octagon Improv, and she has never looked back. Our poet, Clanix Northmead, British Nico-Pirate poet. Clanix is a passionate poet, actively involved in the literary scene in the virtual world of Second Life. He's also a regular performer of spoken word in London and the surrounding area. Okay, so now we have our Jed testing the stream. I'm hearing it. I'm hoping everybody else is hearing it. I just also want to mention that our third collaboration will be between audience members who'd like to improvise and build, and our wonderful pianist, Prowess Reina, and other audience members writing poetry with our poets. And at the time, I will let you know and cue you in on that. Okay, so it's 3:16, and here we go. The first 10 minutes now. Jed starts, then our artist comes in, then our poet comes in, and then the audience will come in for the last few minutes. And Katz is the timekeeper, and she will cue the time. Wow, beautiful. Oh, thank you so much. So I need to ask the artist now to take your creation and move it, because now you're going to start with a new creation. And Jed's going to follow you. And then the poet, it seems like both poets are working this at the same time, which we didn't intend, but it seems it seems to be fine. The poets will lead us, and then the audience will come in. She came as an audience member, I see. And then Katz will tell the audience when to come in. I hope more of you will put in your own poetic images this time, now that you kind of see how it works. But make sure that you write things down at home, ideas you get just from watching and listening. Okay, Kleenex, yes. All right, so now our artist is going to start, and then our musician is going to follow. So go ahead, Sapphire, and start to build. Yes, Kleenex, please come sit in the chair up here on the stage. Great, thank you. I also want to encourage the audience to fool around with the sun positions, particularly Sapphire's stuff looks spectacular at midnight. So make sure you get a view of that, and you can also kind of cam up above and see the whole thing from with an eagle eye view. It's also a lot of fun. Okay, I'm going to be quiet now, and Sapphire has started, and in a minute Jed will come in when he's inspired by what he sees, and then Kleenex. Well, I'm overwhelmed. I hope you enjoyed that. That was a beautiful display of creativity. I know that some people would like it just to go on, but what we're trying to do is showcase a number of different pairs of people working together for this film, which is going to be shown at a conference to show different people, organizations, how different forms of creativity can be worked with in this world. So that's why we need to do it in segments. So now we're up for our second pair, and Mr. Multi has arrived, and he arrived a while ago. He's put his piano out, and Moondance Parks is going to be his artist, and our poet this time will be Jolie. We had a reversal of the poets, but I think we're straightened out now. Is that right? That Jolie is going to be the poet, so she can come up into the chair, and there she is. And whenever you're ready, Mr. Multi, please take it away. I guess we changed the stream? Moondance, you're going to wait. Mr. Multi's going to start. Cats will cue you in as to when you can start. And then the poet will be cued in. Are we all set with the stream?
No, I closed the note card. I'm trying to get it. Got it. Okay. Okay, Mr. Multi is going to go in just a second. Toggle and allow the new stream.
There it is. Oh, fabulous. What a wonderful crowd here. I'm just loving all of your creative expression.
There's an echo somewhere. If somebody has
Yes,
something on.
I'm hearing it as from the stream, I think. Okay. Oh my goodness. So now we're going to do a reversal. Moon Dance is going to start with her build, and then Mr. Malty is going to come in as soon as he feels the inspiration to do so, and then our poet will join them, and then everyone else. And Katz is keeping track, and we'll let you know when to come in, audience. So now Moon Dance is starting in silence. Oh my gosh, how much talent there is in this world. It's so beautiful. Ah, so now, can you turn your stream off, please? Make okay. So now, those of you who've been to my programs before know that I always like to make them interactive and involve the audience however I can. So now you've seen how this is done. We're going to be a little more contained now. But if you would like to, if you have basic building skills, you do not need to do fancy, things as extravagant as you've seen. If you have basic building skills, you can put out shapes, you can color them, you can maybe stretch them or whatever. And you would like to be part of a collaborative build for this last part, which Prowess is going to play for us. Please come and stand in the center. And then the rest of the people can be our poets. Okay? So, I just need 2 or 3 people to join me in the center here as the artists. Don't be shy. It is so much fun. Okay, so Sapphire is going to help out. Thank you for the pennies from heaven that are falling into the bowl. I don't know how that happened. Every bowl is different. I'd like one or two other people, please, with at least basic building skills. That's all you need. Is my friend Beth standing? Come on. Oh, great, Liz. Wonderful. Okay, and did Moondance leave? Okay, yes, and Beth had to leave. Too bad. Okay, Moondance. So I'm just going to add, that's wonderful. I would love your support in this, Moondance and Sapphire, but I'm going to ask you to be more contained in what you put out, okay? So we don't overwhelm each other. The way this works is that Prowess, who's, is she setting up now? Prowess has got her piano. Proud, do you want to just test to make sure that your sound, your stream is working fine?
But it's
Okay, I'm allowing. Okay, it's in. That's okay, Liz. You know I am also. So we're the basics. So here's the way it works. I'm going to put out a shape. Once I start to hear Prowess, Prowess will start with the music, okay? And then I will put out a shape in response to that. And then Liz will put out the next step. And then Moondance, and then Sapphire. And so we'll put out 4 shapes in relation to each other that seem to feel like they respond to what we're hearing. We can each change our own shape, the position or color or size of it, but we cannot do that with anyone else's. Okay? And so this is an exercise in a collaborative improvisation. And here goes Prow, and I'm going to turn off my mic now and start the build when I'm moved to do so. And there you have it, my dears. Improvisation. Musicians, artists, and poets. There will be a video made of this, and it will be shown. Val, will you tell people again, because a lot of people came in later, how this video is going to be used?
Yes, absolutely. This video is going to be used this summer. The International Society for Technology and Education, that's ISTE, they have their annual conference, and it will be held in Chicago. Our goal is to share this machinima live at ISTE up on a screen, and we can also be simultaneously in Second Life to demonstrate that this is a live, shared sense of presence type of experience. And we wanted to share to educators the unique things that you can do in a virtual world live across distance through the artistic process. Of course, Second Life and virtual worlds aren't limited to simply art or music or writing. It goes really to any subject area, but this will be a unique demonstration showing that that it was live, it was collaborative, and we'll have a machinima of this event and then be able to discuss it live at the conference. So I think we probably have some ISTE members here. Hopefully you are intrigued by this presentation and how it might be shared with other educators.
Okay, and we just wanted to leave the last minute for people to give any feedback or say anything they would like to about this experience. You can type your comments in chat, comments or questions, and I will read them aloud. Oh, Jed, thank you so much. Thanks to all the musicians and artists for your contributions. And audience, please remember that if you feel so moved that you can tip our performers, prowess, and the other musicians and artists and poets through their avatars. And if you want to contribute to the Octagon and to these programs, that's what the big yellow bowl near me is for. And I thank you, those of you who have already donated. Thank you so much. Yes, it's from across the world that people can collaborate, which is one of the wonderful things about Second Life. Oh, Moondance, and I hope you come back and do this for us again. I just love it when musicians and artists discover this event, because I think it is unique in Second Life, and it really gives you a chance to stretch your own wings and try things out that you may not have done before in real time. Yes, being here truly gives you the sense of presence, says Val, beyond the video, but the machinima will at least give a taste. Yep. Yes, and Cat's Eye is always interested in collecting names for our roster of people who can be invited to do this.
Say something about the climate change coming up?
No, just did we put out a group joiner? Just type in the chat bar what the name of our group is, or Whole Brain Health, either one, and you will get notices of every event that we do. This is one kind of event we do. We do a lot of others. The one that's coming up next weekend will take place on our climate change platform, where we will have people modeling, making symbolic models of attitudes about climate change. It's very engrossing and interesting, and then we'll have a conversation about it. We do a lot of different things. too much to go into now. But I hope to see many of you again at some of our events. Yes, the whole name is like this. If you go into search, it's the first Octagon group that comes